Welcome back, and as this is our final show of 2018, it's time for us to make our New Year's resolutions for the Mets in 2019. All right, Harp, let's start with you. What do you got?
Yeah, mine is for Robbie Canó. And, Robbie, you're back in New York, but just making sure you know this is not the Bronx. It's a new fan base, so my first suggestion for New Year's resolution is run hard to first base on everything, even routine ground balls. It will buy you some goodwill, if nothing else. He worked for Jason Bay for a little while. Bottom line is, if you produce like you always have, the Mets fans will love you. So your real New Year's resolution should be, do not pull a Roberto Alomar and get old overnight the minute you put on a Mets uniform.
Ouch.
Ouch. That has tended to happen. I've seen that. But for me, it's Jacob deGrom, right? And so Jacob deGrom, it's going to be heavy workouts in the batting cage, getting to be a better hitter, driving in more runs, because that's really what he was lacking. It was his own fault. He gave up one run, and he didn't drive in the RBI to do it on multiple occasions. So for me, I think Jacob deGrom, in all honesty, keep doing the same thing. Don't change a thing. You figured out the formula of what works last year. Come into spring training in great shape, ready to kind of just hit the ground running the way you did in 2018 and keep doing it again.
Well, for me, it's Brody Van Wagenen, and I was trying to rack my brain to think of a resolution. I'm thinking of what Brody would say, and Brody's not the kind of guy that makes resolutions. I mean, look at the guy. He's perfect. Suit, shoes, tie, hair. He's got the whole thing going on. He's changing the team. He's making the Mets better. He's saying all the right things. He has the fan base fired up. Just keep cruising along, Brody. You're doing everything perfect. No changes for you.
Well, I was going to say that Mickey Callaway's New Year's resolution should be to double-check his lineup card, but I realized that would be trite, that would be cliche. So his New Year's resolution: triple-check your lineup card. he knows that was a mistake. He's learned from that, and that is his resolution: is take what you learned last year. You have a new bench coach now, Jim Riggleman, 13 years experience. Lean on him.
Mine is for Noah Syndergaard. All right, I urge the Mets not to trade him. Bottom line, let's face it, it's time to cut the hair, okay? Thor cut his hair in the movies. Worked for him. Jacob deGrom cut his hair. He won a Cy Young. Noah Syndergaard should follow suit. That'll do it for this edition of Mets Hot Stove. As the usual host Gary Apple would say, for the cast of thousands joining me, I'm Dan Grasso. Hope you all have a happy, healthy, and safe New Year. We'll see you in 2019.